I think Chelsea's team is incredibly stacked. You know, if they win this Club World Cup, you know how you build momentum. You start to build the belief in the team that this core group are beginning to pull in the same direction. I am not worried about Chelsea, but not worried in the sense that what they could potentially do. But I see a team coming together very well.
So I mean, they have a clear plan, which is very evident, and as people, it's very clear to see what they're trying to do. I feel like said midfield wise, Caicedo, Enzo, Palmer, I think one of the best in the league. I still feel based on like their strategy though, I still think it's going to be very tough to win because first of all, they don't buy players under a certain age, over a certain age rather, and they have like a wage limit of like 150k. So you're not going to get a Rodrigo, you're not going to get like any of the best defenders in the world. So what they're hoping for is that all these guys grow together and then in maybe 2-3 years they all win. I feel when you have the likes of, you're relying on the likes of Gittin, Delap, Pedro, Neto, I still don't think it's good enough to win. I think defensively as well with like Chalobah, Tosin, Fofana, Colwill, then you have Sanchez in goal. I still don't think that's enough to win. So I see them being like maybe coming fourth or maybe at a push, maybe coming third. So they're building something, but like also now they're going to be in Champions League, an extra 8 games in the group stage. You're going to have to rotate it with players that I still don't feel like quite there. Like a Gittins is going to be very good one-on-one, but it's still just like 21. So I still think I can see them progressing and improving. But I still think there's a kind of limit to what they can achieve. And also keeping everyone happy, you still have Esteval there. I've not even mentioned, like there are lots of players, a lot of options. Who's going to play up front? Delap chose Chelsea, but now Pedro is showing that, I don't think he's never going to be a prolific scorer. Like I know people are going to go overboard after what happened, but he's not a prolific goal scorer by any means. A very good link-up player, very good on the ball, great technically, can score great goals, but he's not going to be there to get you tap-ins and things like that. So he's I think he has a ceiling of like 15 to 18 goals. But then you have options. So I think they're a very good team, but like I just think they're not on the level of like an Arsenal, a Liverpool, and maybe a Man City. I'm still not quite sure about them yet this season, but I still think Arsenal and Liverpool are a level above.